Syria is more than a place on the map. It's the beating heart of human history, a land where the first seeds of civilization were planted. But who are the Syrian people, really? Beneath their resilience and cultural richness lies a genetic story thousands of years in the making. From the towering mountains of the north, where Anatolian farmers once roamed, to the sun-scorched deserts of the east, echoing with the footsteps of Mesopotamian pioneers, Syrians carry the echoes of ancient worlds in their DNA. In this video, we're not just uncovering science, we're uncovering identity. Join me as we embark on a journey through time, tracing the genetic threads that bind Syrians to their ancestors and uncovering the untold story of one of humanity's most ancient and diverse peoples. By the end, you'll see Syria, and perhaps even yourself, in a whole new light. If you enjoy this journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive in. The genetic story of the Syrian people begins in the Stone Age, where three key populations came together to shape the Levant. First were the Natufians, a remarkable proto-agriculturalist culture from the Levant, who lived between 15,000 and 11,500 years ago. They are considered one of the earliest groups to transition from a hunter-gatherer lifestyle to settled farming, laying the groundwork for agriculture. Today, the Natufian genetic component, which makes up about 27% of the average Syrian genome, is found in its highest concentrations among southern Arabian populations, reflecting ancient migrations and exchanges. Next were the Anatolian Neolithic farmers, who lived just north of the Natufians around 9,000 years ago. These early farmers began migrating into the Levant, mixing with the Natufians to form a new genetic identity known as the Levant Neolithic farmers. This component, derived from Anatolian Neolithic ancestry, constitutes around 36% of the Syrian genome. It represents the spread of agriculture and cultural transformation across the region. Finally, around 7,000 years ago, migrations from the east brought Iranian Neolithic ancestry into the Levant. These groups carried with them influences from the Caucasus and Central Asia, contributing 20% to the Syrian genetic makeup. Together, these populations laid the foundation for Syria's complex and diverse genetic heritage. The Bronze Age was a transformative period in the formation of Syrian ancestry, as the genetic foundation of the region took shape during this era. At the heart of this development were the Amorites, a northwest Semitic-speaking population closely related to the Canaanites. Around 5,000 years ago, the Amorites rose to prominence, establishing an empire that extended across Mesopotamia, the Levant, and parts of Egypt. Their influence went far beyond their political and cultural achievements, leaving an indelible mark on the genetic identity of the Syrian people. Genetic studies show that 50 to 70% of modern Syrian ancestry can be traced back to groups genetically similar to the Amorites. This connection is especially evident among Syrian Christians, who exhibit the highest genetic similarity to these ancient northern Bronze Age Levantine populations. This preservation of Amorite genetic influence underscores their lasting contribution to the region's history and identity. The Bronze Age was not only a time of genetic blending, but also a period of cultural synthesis, bringing together the legacies of earlier Stone Age populations. This convergence laid the groundwork for the diverse heritage that defines Syrians today. The Amorites' enduring legacy highlights their central role in shaping the cultural and genetic fabric of the Syrian people. The relationship between Syrians and ancient civilizations provides a window into the region's intricate history and enduring legacy. Among these civilizations, the ancient Assyrians stand out as a dominant Mesopotamian power during the Late Bronze and Iron Ages, celebrated for their military strength and cultural innovations. Surprisingly, genetic studies reveal that modern-day Assyrians and Arameans share a closer genetic connection to the ancient Assyrians than modern Syrians do. This finding underscores the distinct historical and genetic trajectories these groups have followed, shaped by migrations, cultural shifts, and unique regional developments over thousands of years. The Arameans, another key ancient population, played a significant role in shaping the cultural identity of Syria. Renowned for their language, which became a lingua franca across much of the ancient Near East, the Arameans left a profound cultural footprint that influenced the Levant's history and identity. Beyond the Arameans, the region's shared heritage is enriched by links to other ancient groups, such as the Canaanites and Phoenicians. These populations contributed not only to the genetic composition of modern Syrians, but also to their cultural and linguistic foundations. The intertwined legacies of these ancient civilizations highlight the diverse influences that have shaped Syrian ancestry. From the Assyrians' monumental achievements to the Arameans' cultural imprint and the shared contributions of the Canaanites and Phoenicians, Syria's past is a mosaic of interconnected histories. This deep-rooted heritage connects modern Syrians to some of the most transformative eras in human history, reflecting a lineage shaped by resilience, adaptation, and cultural exchange. The genetic makeup of modern Syrians is a vivid tapestry woven from centuries of conquests, migrations, and cultural transformations. During the Persian, Greek, and Roman periods, Syria stood as a crossroads of civilizations, absorbing influences from neighboring empires. The Romans, recognizing the strategic importance of the northern Levant, named it Coel Syria, integrating it into their expansive empire. This era marked the beginning of a long history of genetic and cultural blending in the region. The Islamic Rashidun Caliphate brought profound changes to Syrian demographics. Significant Arabian DNA entered the gene pool, especially in the eastern and southern regions, where it now constitutes up to 30%. Though the European Crusaders left little genetic impact, later powers like the Mamluks, Mongols, and the Ayyubid dynasty of Saladin further shaped the population. The Ottoman Empire's centuries-long rule introduced additional admixture from Egyptians, Circassians, Armenians, Kurds, Turks, and Greeks, enriching Syria's genetic diversity even further. Arabization played a pivotal role in unifying the region culturally and linguistically. This process not only increased Arabian DNA in certain areas, but also created a shared identity that continues to resonate among Syrians today. Despite the many layers of genetic contributions, Syrians remain deeply connected to their ancient roots, reflecting the resilience and adaptability of a population shaped by an unparalleled historical journey. This profound complexity highlights the enduring legacy of Syria as a cultural and genetic melting pot, bridging past and present in one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited regions. Syrian genetics reflect a profound tapestry of history, shaped by millennia of migrations and cultural exchanges. From the Natufians, who pioneered agriculture in the Levant, to Anatolian farmers and Iranian migrants, the ancient populations that first settled the region laid the groundwork for Syria's genetic legacy. The Amorites, with their influential Bronze Age empire, added another vital layer, while later waves of Arab conquerors and other migratory groups further enriched the gene pool. Over centuries, influences from the Middle East, North Africa, and even Europe blended to form a genetic mosaic unique to Syria, capturing the essence of a region that has long served as a crossroads of civilizations. This diversity tells a story of adaptability, resilience, and the enduring strength of the Syrian people. Despite the genetic complexity that mirrors the region's dynamic history, Syrians are deeply united by a shared heritage rooted in one of humanity's most historically significant regions. The Levant has been the stage for countless empires, religions, and cultural revolutions, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the modern world. For Syrians, this connection to an ancient and storied past fosters a deep sense of pride and identity. In the face of diversity, it is this collective history that unifies Syrians, reminding them of their place in the larger narrative of human civilization. Their genetic and cultural resilience stands as a testament to their ability to endure and thrive through countless challenges. In a world that is constantly changing, Syrians remain a living symbol of continuity, carrying forward the legacy of one of the world's oldest cultural landscapes. Their story is a celebration of unity, diversity, and an unbreakable connection to the past. Syria's genetic history is a fascinating mix of ancient civilizations, migrations, and cultural influences. From the ancient Natufians to the Amorites and the Arabization, the Syrian people's genetics reflect a rich heritage that ties them to one of the world's oldest regions. This unique blend of influences creates a cultural and genetic unity that makes Syria truly remarkable. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and explore more topics with you.